real quickly before we jump into the video, I want to get your thoughts on something. Yesterday I was just playing around with some ideas and made up this mock design for a challenge system that would span an entire operation, grant players with 5 to 10 challenges each week for about 10 weeks, and then maybe say completing about 7 of 10 of those weeks would grant players an exclusive camo, uniform, bundle, bribe, whatever it may be. Very similar to how Fortnite's challenge system does it, to keep players involved and coming back week after week to earn XP and also to level up to eventually that ultimate reward for the operation. Would you guys be cool with that? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and also if you guys want to get in on the discussion and also where Treyarch is tagged on that, I'll leave the tweet link down there in the description below for you guys to check out if you guys want to interact with that, maybe follow me on Twitter, whatever it may be. But I digress, back to the regular scheduled content. Just wanted to get your feedback. As blunt as can be, I don't know what's happening anymore at this point. Today's update for Black Ops 4 did not really add in a whole lot, whereas it had the potential to surprise a lot of us. It fell short yet again. So today we're going to be breaking down, of course, everything that did change here with this, as we normally do with every single update that we end up getting, but I also want to talk to you guys a little bit about kind of the state of this, because I'm more so confused and don't understand more than anything, and a little disappointed if I'm honest with you. So today we're going to break down everything that did happen here with this, talk a little bit more about it, but if you guys want to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 4 and further updates as we start to roll into Operation 4, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button so you stay up to date with daily content for Black Ops 4. Nifty little fact that we mentioned here a couple of times, 65% of viewers actually aren't subscribed, so if you're in that 65% and want to stay up to date with everything, maybe consider it. But I digress. Let's start out with some of the things that did change here on the front of Black Ops 4. One thing that you may notice, of course, is that brand new main menu selection now offers deathmatch domination for multiplayer, league play for, of course, the World League, Hot Pursuit returning for Blackout, and Ancient Evil. Nothing changed there on that front. Jumping into the playlist updates, because that's kind of the bulk here of today's update, we ended up seeing that deathmatch domination was added in. This is actually pretty cool. You can end up earning a score for both your team, eliminating players, and also by controlling the domination points, so capturing flags and all. But by also slaying out, you can end up going and helping your team actually win, instead of just playing like a lone wolf and for yourself type of deal. So that's definitely nice. It kind of brings everybody together, because I know that I kind of avoided domination for that reason. I ended up trying to play the objective whenever I play, and I primarily play solo. So trying to get the team to rally around you and also capture flags on top of slaying out as a solo player with not much communication, of course, gets tough. So this kind of negates that middle ground and now counts everything towards the objective. You have a score limit of 400 points, so of course each half is then 200, and the game plays a little bit longer than that of your standard domination match. I think for the most part, out of the couple of games that I played here, the average was around 13 to 14 minutes on that, but could go up to say things like 16, and of course if you end up pulling a comeback, it could be even longer. One thing, if you're on PlayStation 4 and do want to jump in here to this and get your first hands-on experience with it, I will say that from my experiences, it seems like it's Sweat City right now. Though admittedly, I did have a game where I went 84-5 and wrap streaks 4 times, so maybe you end up getting lucky and find that Goldilocks lobby. Not too sweaty on the other team, not too lopsided in matchmaking, it's just right. It also looks like it may be around until the end of the operation if I were to guess, because if the recent playlist updates are anything to gauge this on, we've seen Infected still stay, Bare Bones still stay, the recent modes like that haven't gone away just yet, so we may end up seeing this with Prop Hunt maybe being introduced as of next week if that's not pushed back as well. One thing though that I will say, kind of rounding out here all of this, that it seems like medals may be glitched. I've seen a lot of things where people are saying they're not tracking, but I just think they're not displaying. Because if you end up watching the gameplay and looking for those in match, you won't see them pop up, and you also won't see them in the after action report. But I ended up getting actually a challenge completed where it was medal dependent. So I think they still may be tracking on the back end, but not necessarily just showing up there in game or in that after action report. So don't get too stressed out over that, because of course medals do offer extra XP. So it's not like you're losing out in that sense if they are tracking in the background. But I want to let you guys know about that just so you're aware. Additionally, Infected finally now came to Xbox One and PC. Of course, PlayStation 4 had that lead off content as of last week, which is a ton of fun. If you haven't played it already, definitely give that a go. The weird part about Black Ops 4 is there's no tack inserts, so it's definitely something that if you're the first infected, it can get annoying because you got to go cross map the entire time. But regardless, check that out if you're on Xbox One and PC. Definitely a lot of fun. The other playlists, though, that were introduced are now Stockpile. That's returned. That's something that went away for a couple of weeks, then came back now with this update. And then Mercenary Deathmatch ended up staying from last week. It was reintroduced as of last week and now sticks around for this week also. Playlists elsewhere in the game, jumping over to Blackout. Hot Pursuit is now on the Blackout and the featured game mode. As we mentioned, that was on even the homepage here for Black Ops 4. And what's curious to me now is that we didn't see any additions outside of this. It's been 2 weeks since Ambush was mentioned by developers in the developer update, and then a week also after that initial targeted launch again of Ambush 2.0. Yet we still haven't seen it reintroduced, which we'll talk about as kind of a common theme here at this update and this week, but I digress. Alcatraz is still there, so don't worry. It's just not on the main menu, which I'm hoping doesn't take away too much from the potential player count, because truly, I absolutely love Alcatraz. It's a ton of fun. I could play that literally all day. And also, shout out to the guy who ended my 18-kill game last night on Alcatraz, because he sat in a building the entire game, and I placed 5th. Still salty about that one. 18 kills left with the possibility of still 13 more at the time I died. Oh man, I'm salty about that one, but regardless, that's still gonna be there, and realistically, I don't really see this one going away anytime soon. Maybe, and a big maybe, for the end of the operation, but with it being its own map and so much time being put into it for development, I can't see that it only sticks around for about a month or so at that point and goes away with the next operation. I think it's gonna stick around until there's another new map scenario that comes along, and maybe even possibly after that. As for zombies, nothing new on that front. Nothing for playlists, nothing whatsoever. So even while there was a little bit added in and sprinkled in for the other 2 modes, zombies didn't get much of anything. Outside of that, we ended up seeing there were some shop refreshes for Blackjack Shop, but no new special order. We discussed that before. That's going to be happening on the weekend, Saturday if I'm not mistaken, in which we think it's going to be Misty. But we ended up getting the reintroduction of the Rocket Box camo. That's now a little bit of a bundle where it comes with an emote and a face paint, and then the other thing added in was the Jackpot face paint bundle. That follows the same pattern as the strip camo from this season's Contraband stream. That Vapor reactive camo in the Contraband stream we got for Grand Heist follows that same sort of pattern here though. Outside of that, that is realistically the only stuff that was added in. Now, the one big thing that we are missing, though, is Arsenal Sandstorm. That was said to be coming today, but as of recording this, and very possibly by the time this goes up, it might be fixed and thrown into the mix here, but as of recording this, it is something that Arsenal Sandstorm is not in the map rotation. It's not even like it's not showing up, it's actually not there either by list. If you take a look at any of the playlists with the modes associated with it, the player count and all things, and then it also showcases the map, Arsenal Sandstorm is not on any of these. So where it is now, your guess is as good as mine. Treyarch literally said yesterday it was coming for all platforms as of today, but still, for whatever reason, not there again as the time of recording this. And again, another inadvertent effect here of this, which is unfortunate for a lot of players, that apparently Xbox has a very big bug going on with it right now, where I've heard it's as a result of prestiging after this update, but I'm not entirely sure on that just yet, because I've seen so many that I can't really imagine everybody prestiged at this point. But on Xbox, apparently it actually reset Contraband stream progress. So if you were 100 tiers in, you were 50 tiers in, 300 tiers in, doesn't matter, you had the possibility of resetting back down to 1. And while of course you still have everything that you unlocked at that point, it just showcases it going back, the progress then works back up towards the initial 100 tiers. So you don't earn reserves or anything like that outside of that, even though you already unlocked everything in the Contraband stream. So that's more than likely going to be fixed here within the next 12 to 24 hours, I would imagine, but certainly interesting and of course something you don't like to see. But I'll be honest, man, something is weird. Like, I legitimately don't understand how this stuff is coming out at this point. Call of Duty is normally very symmetrical in how its marketing works. It's very pattern-based, and you can end up deciphering normally when things will come out. I think, truth be told, this year in Black Ops 4, I've had more predictions fall through than the past 5 years or so of predicting the Call of Duty marketing material combined. I don't understand at this point because, I mean, we're missing Ambush, we're missing Prop Hunt, we're missing the Mini-14 Sniper, we're missing Arsenal Sandstorm, possibly again by the time this video goes live, it may be fixed out, but all of this with no real time left in the operation. The biggest one of concern to me is that freaking sniper. I really don't understand how this one is working, like legitimately at all. My mind is completely boggled, I have no idea left. We have 14 days left of Operation Grand Heist, and next week is more than likely going to be reserved for the teasers for the next operation. So outside of today, I'm genuinely at a loss as to when this will be happening. And I don't see them pushing this back and making it a Contraband stream weapon for Operation 4, and I think that honestly a lot of people would lose it if they did that, because this stuff was in the marketing material for Grand Heist. It's literally on the key art for it. It's been in the game files since update 1.14 as a finished build, not even just with the video assets that accompany it. It's been in a build of zombies that was update 1.16 at a Treyarch event for zombies players, so I just don't understand where this kind of stuff is, and especially with Easter looming on the horizon, coming up this this upcoming Sunday. It made so much sense to me whenever we consider that we've seen these little mini streams coinciding with seasonal events, and that being probably the biggest one here out of this, and of course, being that it is an Operation Grand Heist, it is that only one left. So I just really don't understand how this kind of stuff is gonna work. I don't know when this is gonna launch, and dude, as much as I hate to say it, with each passing day that it doesn't come out as a free Contraband stream, there's just this really nagging feeling in the back of my mind that they're gonna put this in a bundle. They're gonna charge 28 bucks, 30 bucks for it, with a couple of crates and things to jack up the price even more, and that's gonna be how it's introduced. I think I'll uninstall Black Ops 4 if it comes to that. But honestly, man, I really don't know what's happening at this point. I don't know why. I feel like it's a lot of missed opportunities. I feel like we're kind of falling flat here, especially to round out the operation when there's a decent bit of stuff left that we still have yet to see. That's pretty cool. So I don't know, man. I think we're going to wrap it up there, though. That is the update, everything that changed, as little as it is, and my thoughts on what is even going on. That said, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Have you guys tried out Deathmatch Domination? Truthfully, I think it's a lot of fun, so definitely jump on if you guys have not done so already. When do you think we'll be seeing the Mini 14 Sniper, and how do you think we'll see it? Do you think it'll be a Contraband stream? Do you think it will be a bundle? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops 4, MP, Blackout, Zombies. We got you covered the best of updates, news, information, tips, tricks, all that good stuff. So anything that interests you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, there's the best place to get connected outside of YouTube. Practically live on both those. If you guys want to check out a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. Well, that's it, thank you guys all so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.